Hi, I'm Stephen Hand from Archery Supplies. This is the Bicaster MRC-2 Sight pin from Bicaster. Right, so Shabuya sight pins for Recurve are really popular, okay? They sell in my shop for around $50, that's Australian dollars. So why people like that sight pin? There's a whole bunch of sight pins on the market and different people like different ones, and it's not like everyone shoots Shabuya. That's not the case. It's just like, why do some people like one item versus another? So with the this is like a Shabuya, okay? You put your fiber optic through there, you run it around the back, and it's going to look like this when it's installed. Let me just put it in so you can sort of see what it's going to look like when it's installed. There, and then the back's going to go in there, and it's going to look like this. Now, one of the problems with this system is this bit of fiber optic. For me, when I tried the Shabuya, I could see this behind because I couldn't get it directly lined up. So I was seeing stuff like this. I'll get rid of that so you can kind of see it. So I was sort of seeing stuff like this, and I could see a bit of the fiber optic behind. Some people shorten that down to make it look a bit like that. And that's what I was experimenting with the Shabuya sight pin. All right. Now there's different types of sight pins on the market. What is good about this system is the fiber optic gathers all the light here and at the end. So with other sight pins, they wrap the fiber around the housing, so it's not getting a full 360 effect of the light. Half of the fiber optics covered in the sight housing. So this, you can see, is fairly bright. Right, so that comes across fairly bright. It comes across extremely bright because I'm shooting in quite a dark room. There's no lights on here. You can see how bright it is. It's amazing. Now, Shabuya has this in two sizes. This is the smaller of the two sizes. This is the size of your standard sight pin. Some people prefer larger because what you're trying to do is cover this with the target. So you're aiming with this and the dot. So it's like a dual sighting system. Right, so Bicaster have got 3 sight pins on the market. One where it's wrapped around the housing, one which is just a basic sight pin, and this one. This is a mid $20 sight pin. So up against Shabuya, half price. It is different. This thing on the end here is like a shock absorber, little bits of rubber put in, and this somehow will go into here. There'll be a hole in the back here for this to go in. I haven't found it yet, but there certainly will be a hole in the back here for this to go in. That's how it works. That's a sight pin. I just wanted to show you. I'm hoping there's instructions on the back. Yes, see there's instructions on the back. It comes with the 2 fiber optics, the red and the green, so you can work out which color best suits you. And at $20, I think it's pretty good. Now, like I said, I tried the Shabuya one, and I did like it, but the fiber optic behind, and basically I used it for one day and then I was like, and I didn't persist. And part of the reason I didn't persist was I was happy with my normal, I'm going to say my normal cheap sight pin, and I didn't like the fact that the fiber optic was exposed, because I was like, when I cart it somewhere, I would be scared that the fiber optic would break just through being traveling, and so I didn't go ahead with that sight. I don't know if I sold it off or if it's still at home, but I didn't go ahead with it. But at $20, I don't mind giving a go this sight pin. Anyway, I'm Stephen Ham from Archery Supplies. That's the Bicaster sight pin, which I will try. I'm not selling it, am I? Anyway, I'll leave you with that. Thanks for watching. Bye.